A milestone skating season is underway at Rideau Hall. The public rink has opened for its 150th season. Hallie Cottenham caught up with the manager of visitor services at Rideau Hall for CBC's Our Ottawa. Here's their conversation.
And welcome to the Rideau Hall skating rink.
Celebrating its 150th anniversary.
Yes, exactly.
Tell me a bit about the history.
Well, the oldest records we have about skating happening on the grounds of Rideau Hall date back to 1872, and the diary entries of Lady Dufferin, who was the spouse of Lord Dufferin, our third Governor General of Canada. And Lord and Lady Dufferin were social butterflies within the region. They loved to host people in both the residence and also outdoors, and the cold winter weather didn't deter them. Skating was one of their favorite activities.
I have this vision of soldiers and politicians playing hockey out here, or was it the ladies?
It was a combination of both. So if you look back at historical photos, we see all sorts, people of all ages and different backgrounds and whatnot.
Fast forward to 2023,
Yes.
What will people see? What will they experience when they come here?
So when they come onto the grounds with their skates, they'll see this beautiful winter pavilion that we have. Another interesting piece of history there, this is an old dairy building from when Rideau Hall was a working farm. So it's been repurposed to our winter pavilion. And inside there's a beautifully curated exhibit about the history of winter activities at Rideau Hall. So folks can get changed inside there. We have some picnic tables and a nice fire pit out here. Lace up their skates and then they come out onto the rink and they can skate around and enjoy their time before heading back home.
This is a really impressive rink. This is a big rink. This isn't a rinky-dink rink. This is a big one.
Right.
Olympic sized?
Oh gosh, I don't know about that. I haven't been on an Olympic-sized rink before, so.
Will there be music when people come?
Yes, absolutely. So we always have music playing, a lot of sort of folk Canadiana type music. So that really adds to the atmosphere. And if you happen to come after sunset, we have lovely lights that light the area. And it's really quite magical because as you can see, we're here in the woods. So it's really a quintessentially Canadian experience.
Now, Allison, I've been looking around for the Zamboni hut.
Ah, yes.
No Zamboni hut.
No Zamboni hut, but we do have a Zamboni and it comes out and works. The NCC stores that in some of their buildings on the site, and they do the maintenance of the rink and they do a really, really great job.
But this is real ice. This is not artificial ice.
No, exactly. It is natural ice, and what more of a Canadian experience can you get than skating on a naturally frozen rink in the winter? And as I said, the NCC, our partners there at the National Capital Commission, do an incredible job of maintaining it for us.
So this is a very Ottawa question.
Yes.
But this is a very Ottawa place.
Yes.
Do you have to skate in one direction and then does everyone switch directions after a while?
Well, you know what? I find that people generally tend to collectively pick a direction and then sometimes will collectively switch. We don't really enforce that particularly, but it just happens naturally. We're all collaborators here in Ottawa.
Fair, fair. Now, we've been doing a lot of stories this winter about how to handle the changing vagaries of winter, and winter's becoming a little bit unpredictable.
For sure.
How have you managed that at this rink?
Well, as I said, it's a naturally frozen rink, so we are subject to the whims of Mother Nature. She was smiling on us this past weekend. It was the most perfect weekend for us to open the rink. And the National Capital Commission, they do the best that they can to make sure that the ice is in good condition. And if ever we do have to do cancellations due to weather calls, we let folks know. So if people had group reservations, they get emails about that. And on the weekends when we have public skating from 12 until 5 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays, we always post on our website, gg.ca, and on our Rideau Hall social media accounts, so Facebook and Instagram. We'll post on Friday afternoons for the weekend if whether we're open or closed. So
when I saw that groups could reserve the rink, I got all excited because I thought my kids' teams are having a hard time getting ice this winter. Can hockey teams reserve this rink and bring their sticks and their puck?
Okay, so hockey teams certainly welcome to put in a request for a reservation. Hockey tends to be pretty rough on the ice though, so we generally ask people to avoid playing hockey on the ice just so that we can preserve the quality for as many people as possible to come and use the rink.
Now, I had to come through a pretty serious security gate to get in here. If people are coming to skate here, where do they go?
Right, so for the public skating on Saturdays and Sundays, we ask people to walk in on foot, so park in the roads around the Rideau Hall grounds and use the Sussex gate, which is up at the front end of the residence, and they'll be allowed in, but that gate is open during that time, so they'll be allowed in. If they have the group reservations, we let people know in the email, confirmation emails, exactly which gate to use, and they'll be let in by our wonderful Corps of Commissionaires and welcomed by a Rideau Hall guide when they arrive.
When I first pulled up, I saw these pylons on the ice, and I thought, oh no, there's a thin spot in the ice, and the pylons are set up there to keep people away from the thin spot. Not at all. Fake news. Why are these pylons there?
Well, the pylons are here because every year we put an emblem into the ice, and this is the Vice-Regal Lion emblem. So it's the emblem of the Office of the Secretary to the Governor General, and you can see underneath the emblem we have the words Rideau Hall, and that emblem has just been put into the ice in the past couple of days, and you need a certain number of floods of the ice before you can skate over the emblem. Otherwise, it wouldn't look as nice once everything is frozen over it. So we're just making sure that no one skates over the emblem for the next couple of days while the NCC continues to flood, and eventually the cones will be removed and people can skate right in and amongst the Vice-Regal Lion there. Might
there be vice-regal or royalty or politicians of high stripes skating around here on the weekend?
Well, I mean, their excellencies, they do live here at Rideau Hall, and I know that they are very fond of the rink and try to get out when they can. So you never know who you might bump into on a weekend or a weekday here.
Helmet rule?
We encourage the use of helmets, not mandatory, but we do encourage it.
Allison, thank you so much for meeting me out here at Center Ice.
There we go.
Let's
Thank
drop
you,
the puck.
Hallie.
Oh, no pucks. No pucks.
Great.
Thank you.